It's chat time with Chunk and Cucumber and your host, Dino.
Hey, good morning.
I just saw Elvira.
Suddenly, Elvira.
Good morning, everybody.
Sorry.
We're a mature channel.
Oh, that
it's
looked
all right.
way worse.
Good morning and welcome to Chat Time.
Hello.
I'm Dino. This is Cucumber.
That's me.
And with us is Abraham Lopez, also known as ArtistAbe.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, how's
With
it
his
going,
best friend,
guys?
Elvira.
That's all right.
And her friends.
And her friends.
The twins.
The twins, of course. Can't forget the twins.
And demonetized.
But yeah, we're happy to have you here. Sorry about the late start, but that's okay. We're here. We're ready to go.
My fault.
For those of you that don't know, ArtistAbe, make sure to check out his Instagram right now, which is that right there, just at. Where's my finger pointing? There it is.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it. ArtistAbe. But we'll get to know Abe in just a bit. But first, we're
Yes.
going to start with, but how do you feel?
Ba-da-ba-bum.
Sorry, I like the music. So,
Jam.
but how do you feel? For those of you that don't know, but how do you feel is is where we describe how we're feeling using a category. And today is National Potato Day. So, what kind
Oh,
of
scam
potato?
wise, Gamgee.
Yeah,
Yeah, so clearly there are only
He came
three
up with it.
options.
clearly. So, what kind of potato are you feeling today? It could be a cooked potato dish. It could be raw potatoes. Any kind of thing with potatoes in it. I don't give a shit.
I used to eat raw potatoes when I was a kid. No joke. It was pretty good.
That explains a lot.
It was a fresh, crispy bite. It's a good time.
Fresh, crispy
Like
bite,
apples.
Yeah.
like an apple.
Yeah, it's like an apple or like jicama or something like that. It's just it's nice. It's
Is that
refreshing.
safe though?
Probably not. I also
makes it
drank
look
from the
exotic
hose,
and,
Dino. I'm still
Yeah.
alive.
I did that
It's
too,
fine.
and I got almost stung in the mouth by a bee.
You
Somehow
need
it's
a
a
better
different shade of
hose.
green,
It
that's
was like it had crawled up the hose, I guess. And
Uh-huh.
when I turned it on, it like I was drinking and I felt something in my mouth and I spit it out and it was a bee.
That's a fucking horror film. That's like
Yep.
that's terrifying. It's like a
Are you turning into
cutscene.
the next Candyman? Or
Yeah. This was back in like 1996, so
yeah.
I'm excited for the new Candyman. We'll have to talk about that too. But anyways, potatoes.
Potatoes.
Potato.
Buntata.
What do y'all
National
feel? How y'all feel?
Cooking
Any
stew.
potatoes specifically?
Let's see. If I'm you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling like a good like chain diner hash brown today.
Ooh.
Like it's not the best thing you've ever tasted, but it's consistent. You know exactly the amount of crunch you're
Mhm.
gonna get. That's how I feel today. I feel like not great, not terrible, but just right there in the predictable middle today. That's where I.
In
That's
the
where I am.
predictable middle.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where I
It's
live.
delicious at 3 in the morning at dinner.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh fuck yes. Little crispy bacon and shitty sausage next to it.
Nom,
yeah.
nom, nom.
You know when
man.
you take your first bite and you're just like,
Yep. Hi Steven. Well, thank you for joining us. What about you, Abe? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling like a cheese potato casserole my sister
Ooh,
makes.
Ooh.
that
Should
sounds
be good, but then it's been in the fridge for like 2-3 days, and then taken out with the intention of preheating it. Then you just leave it out for a couple more days because you forgot.
That didn't end where I thought it was gonna end.
And just left it on the counter and went to work and just forgot about it.
And it just gets more and more depressing. It's like, and then it's neglected.
Oh no.
There's some other ones in the chat. We got the sweet potato spiced rum from Sir Grunt, shepherd's pie
Sounds
from Barta
delicious,
Blarney, and
actually.
oven roasted potatoes from Steph over in Volume.
Oh, nice.
wow.
Well,
Not bad.
for those of you on YouTube, we are also streaming on volume.com. If you haven't checked out volume.com, check it out. It's cool. I'm feeling
Yeah.
I'm feeling like gnocchi. What?
Nothing.
It's potatoes.
I know it's potatoes.
Um,
Shit.
I don't know. You're judging my choice.
No, this is like Dino Battaglia.
Listen,
Choosing the gnocchi.
gnocchi is amazing, no matter
I'm
which.
not disagreeing with you.
Don't be racist.
No, I'm not. I'm being stereotypical. There's a difference.
Sorry, that's right. But like a good
And
like
use your
homemade,
hands.
like a good homemade. Listen, why do you do? My grandma used to always do this. Why? Dino.
Oh, the double hand karate chop.
Yeah, please. Why? Like this.
What did you do to make your grandmother so upset?
There's a list. I didn't eat all my food. I didn't ask for seconds. Stuff like that. I'm too skinny, which is I was never too skinny. She just thought I was too skinny.
That's adorable.
It could never be fat enough in an Italian family. But no, I feel like gnocchi because it takes a long time to make. But once you do it, like take a lot for good gnocchi, you like gotta roll it on the fork individually and like get it all done. But once it's done and made, it's great. But I'm still in the in being made process. I haven't fully been developed yet, so I'm still halfway through. I'm not at my peak yet. I'm still waking up.
Just need to be forked a little bit.
I gotta be forked a little bit.
All right.
What about you? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan, where are you at? What about you? What are you feeling?
Oh, hi.
Hi,
How am I
Ryan.
feeling?
Yeah, potatoes. Where you been?
Potatoes.
Kind of
We have you in the studio today. We're going to utilize that.
That's
right.
fair.
You
Yeah,
don't get to leave
makes
us
sense.
today.
No, I don't. I feel like some au gratin potatoes. They're
Au
like
gratin.
cheesy and delicious, and just kind of makes you
Yeah.
feel good.
They
Yeah,
definitely do.
just kind of in that mood today.
Feeling good
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I like the jerky.
Thank you. I'm feeling time.
You got
You're
a
gonna
Zulu
host,
piece.
Dino.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
got to
I was
host.
enjoying the thing. Anyways, Abe, welcome. Abe is a fantastic artist. But let's get to you know a little better. Who is Abe? What do you think about while you're eating breakfast? What are your aspirations in the digital world? And how many times a day do you change your shirt?
Mm.
Questions like that.
Okay,
Hard-hitting
that's a lot of questions. Let's tackle them all. Aspirations. Trying to leave my mark art-wise.
I'd say you're
there's
doing
some
good.
moments where I feel like I kind of did that. Like, there's a lot of pieces that have gone like pretty viral, and like people know the art more than me, and that's actually all like what I could ask for. So whenever
Yeah.
they come up to my table during cons and stuff, they go like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know you did this piece. Oh my gosh, you did this piece too. I've seen it all over." So that means my artwork is getting out there, and that's pretty awesome. I'm not credited, apparently, but it's out
Oh, the
there.
internet.
yeah. I love how like the internet like takes the time to just like crop out my name, you know, and then they put it.
Just make all your sketches out of watermarks from now on. Just like
Yeah.
watermarks
Oh.
slapped on top of them.
Do you know about my Nick Cage?
Yeah, I just saw
Watermark?
all those
I just
stories.
found out
It's
about
so
this.
Oh my god. So those of you that don't know, I like to put like a little Nick Cage face on all my prints, on all my art pieces. I've been doing this as an inside joke for 10 years. And it's funny because only now people are noticing. And so there's this hashtag going around online on like all my Instagram stories of people just sharing like, "Oh, I got caged."
I got caged.
And then, yeah, and they just like shows a video of them like walking up to their art piece that they've had for years, and then they like zoom in on it, and it has like they found like the Nick Cage face that I put like in somebody's like armpit or like right by their legs and stuff. And it's fantastic. It's finally paying off. I still don't like want to tell too many people about it because, well, I don't want Ghost Rider coming after me.
That's fair.
Because he's in need of money.
Well, her
And
pig
then,
is doing really well. I think he's doing great.
Oh, I just heard about that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a trailer, but that's on my list. And then the other one, he's like on a huge like renaissance right now.
Yeah, man.
Good for him.
Yeah. The well, he's got to pay for that grave in New Orleans.
That's that's true. So we have your aspirations. What do you think
and then
about
how
when you
many
have
times
breakfast
I
in the morning?
change my shirt?
Oh, that one. Yeah, let's go that one.
Yeah. Today probably 0 because like I just like woke up. And
look
what was
great.
the other question?
What do you think
fine.
about when you have breakfast in the morning?
When am I gonna have second breakfast?
Fair. That's a good start. That's a good thing to think
Oh, I know all these like Hobbit jokes left and right today.
about.
You've come to the right place.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. The thing that I think about when I'm having breakfast is what do I have to get done by the end of today? And right now I'm just thinking about all my freelance projects that I signed up for.
That's. I mean, having work is great, right?
It is. He
Hey,
said
so-
with
so you-
worry.
What are your freelance projects like? Like, what do you get hired to do typically?
Right now, a director that I usually do a lot of films with, he's contacted me, and he's like, "Hey, I need storyboards." I don't know why I made a Mario.
Hello, I'm right here. This is
It's all that milky
both of
talk.
you.
I made eye contact with him, and I just had to do this.
I needed a storyboard.
Yeah. And so right now I'm doing storyboards for his project.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? Another one is, it's always art related, which is very much preferred. And it jumps from storyboards to art for like covers of books or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it hops around, or like little personal commissions from other people. Like somebody commissioned me to do somebody's like a wedding piece for
Oh, that's fun.
for, I guess, yeah, they'll print out and they'll like put it in the front. People see and stuff.
That's awesome.
Little did I know, it was like somebody well known that was on TV.
Ooh.
I don't know if I can say it yet because
You're good. You don't have to.
Yeah,
We'll just have to keep an eye out
Yeah.
on your Instagram.
yeah.
For the
I don't know
story.
if the wedding actually happened yet. So
Please tell me there's like a Nick Cage in the bouquet.
well, I'm gonna have to resend them an edited version now. It's just gonna have a bouquet of like Nick Cage.
Just
Nick
all
Cage is-
faces.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
going
fucking
through
love it.
all of Nick Cage's IMDb movies and just getting a face from all of that.
Oh, I love that. I wish I had known this before. I would have looked through your entire booth at Midsummer
Yeah,
Scream.
this was news to me too, so I gotta go and look at a bunch of my shit now too.
Cucumber is like one of the first people to support me.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Oh
Yeah.
man,
We
I got-
we knew he was gonna be a star, Abe. We knew.
Yeah, so he was like, "Oh, so how do you know?" I was like, it's one of those moments where you kind of like forget the origins.
Yeah,
It's like he was just there.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just appeared from on high.
Just there.
My favorite thing is the when we did the shady parking lot, like the mall parking lot deal. When you gave me that print, and you like popped it out of your trunk, and it was very much like, you got this stuff.
I was really hoping a police officer would come by and go, "Hey!" Or
What are
he'd
you
like
doing?
pull up next to us. Yeah, you know. Did we look shady at the time? I can't recall.
Yeah, we
Did
looked
have, like,
shady as
hoodies?
fuck. Are you kidding me? Like, it was like the only cars in the parking lot, like 10 p.m. Like no one else is around. It was like, ba-dum,
Was the
bing,
street-
trunk.
Was the street light like just like flickering above us too?
Yeah, it looked like the cover of The Exorcist. Like it was great.
I can you imagine if a cop did pull up thinking you were doing a drug deal, and you're like, and you
Mhm.
just showed him the art.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I would be really disappointed as a cop if I thought I was going to make a drug
Yeah.
bust.
And he licks it and he goes, "This is counterfeit."
There's no Nick Cage. This isn't real.
Yeah. Then I look at Cucumber and I start bucking it.
Just leave your car there.
Yeah. It's counterfeit too. It's okay.
It's all fake.
It was
two-dimensional.
drawn. It was just-
Cardboard cutout.
He just like leans against it and just goes.
The world's world's best magic trick ever. So what was what was your favorite commission that you've ever done? What freelance work was like the coolest thing you've ever done?
Oh my gosh, that was rough. Oh yeah, I have the coolest, and I have my saddest.
Either way, let's hear both.
Okay. Coolest one I've done. I was at an anime. I think it was at an anime convention, and I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to sell anything because I had no anime stuff. I had more comic book things than anything. And then the first day, I wasn't doing too well. And this one guy comes up to me, goes, "Hey, you open for commissions?" And before you can even finish the sentence, like, "Yes." And, I'm pretty sure I sound really desperate. And then he goes, "Hey, can you draw our character?" I'm like, "Sure." Like, "Who's your character?" "Our character's name is Dick Butt."
Dick Butt?
Yeah. You've probably seen it around on some memes I have. It's just like this phallic character.
Yeah.
And he's got his like butt sticking out. And he's just like super stick figured out. I'm like, "Okay, but you want me to do it as my version?" Like, "Yes." And so I drew him like in Godzilla size, like destroying a city.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So guys, what would you do if you saw Dick Butt destroying your city right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
I would probably check to see if I was awake.
I would pledge my fealty
You
and just
fucking would.
immediately follow Dick Butt into the golden new horizon.
That is your god.
Pledge of fealty.
Yeah, I think I would find a raincoat because who knows what's gonna happen.
Jeez.
Oh my
Just saying.
Just make sure I'm not wearing my favorite outfit.
Exactly, and then I will hide.
Yeah, can't be bashful with that. Over at the laundromat, and telling them exactly what that stain is.
What's that stain? Ew. Oh no.
They would. I mean, at that point, they would probably have like the Dick Butt special. Like they would have worked it into their.
Oh my gosh!
Like,
Yeah,
be part of
it'd
the
be a
culture
well-known
at that
thing.
point.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully they'll
It's
be
like,
very,
oh, looks like rain.
sympathetic
Oh.
But I wonder if I have another
Wait,
coolest one.
What was the
I had a
saddest?
lot.
Oh yeah, what was the saddest one?
You said there was
Oh,
a
it's
sad
more-
one.
It was more of like a personal thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Never mind.
Never
Never
mind.
mind.
I mean, well, like, because like, it involved. I was at another anime convention. Oh my gosh. And I wasn't doing too well over there too. It's sad for me personally because it just isn't my thing, you know. And I just wasn't comfortable doing it, but I had because like again, like doing too well on that first day, and it was like they came up to me like, "You open for commissions?" I was like, yeah. Are you open to drawing nude commissions? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like everybody has these parts. And he goes, "Are you are you open to doing furries?" And he started whispering more and more as he's like giving more details and stuff. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I haven't done this before, and this isn't my thing. You know, if it was my thing, I'd ask for it. But I was like, yeah, I've seen Space Jam. I've seen Robin Hood.
I've seen Space Jam.
Saw Nala in the grass. Yeah, we know what's up.
Oh, the way she looks up at you. You know?
Oh my god.
I was like so confident that I can do this, and then like as soon as like I had like time to work on this, I'm like, wow, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Like I don't know what would turn this person on and stuff. It was like his own original character.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up having to like look up reference for furries. And so my Google search was all kinds of suspicious right now. Yeah. And I was getting very intricate with my thought process and like how to draw things. Cause like if I draw like an elbow, I know how I would draw an elbow, you know, like I don't have the details and everything. I just do like an edge, you know. But with like say a furry boob, You know, do I draw the little? Are there hair follicles around it? Do I draw it furry, or do I do it smooth? You know, it's like those kind of questions. And I noticed a lot of like furry characters. Like whenever they're like showing, they have shirtless. They all have abs. Like, was that a prerequisite? Like, do I need to draw abs on my furry? They're all in shape.
They have to be.
Of course.
Yeah. And then I drew it, and then like I gave it to the guy. I'm like, I hope this turns you on. I said that in my head.
That'd be really weird if you told him that.
Yeah. But then like that's the intention, right? It's supposed to like spark something,
Yeah.
especially when it's nude.
Yeah, that's really funny. I said your search history was just the worst for a good day or two.
Yes.
Fantastic.
All the things that recommended me on Facebook and
Oh,
Amazon.
God. All the algorithms.
Yeah. We think you'll like this, and it's just like Disney's Robin Hood from the 70s.
Ooh, I have
Oh.
a question for you, Abe. Do you have
Oh boy.
a piece that might not be, say, the most popular, but do you have a piece that, like, for you, like, that is your, like, the one you're the most proud of? Like, you're just like, yeah, I did the thing. Do you have something like that?
I didn't care who didn't like it. Let's see. A lot of my spooky art, actually.
Ooh, nice.
Because before, like, when I started, Honey Cucumber will know,
Nice.
I was just mostly comic book related.
Mm-hmm.
Completely. And one of the things that the pandemic kind of like in like lockdown has really like changed my art is because there was no comic conventions whatsoever like driving my next piece, because that's what would pretty much inspire me to do the next piece based off of what was happening during that time, what movie came out. I would make that piece. And normally it's always something like Marvel related or DC comic related movie, you know, and like I'll make a piece based off of that. But because there was nothing going on, it's just like, all right, what can I do? Well, I like doing spooky art. I like doing spooky things. Let's run with that. And so during what it was nice to see is that when you take away the Comic-Cons and everything, and what I'm expected to draw, and I'm start doing what I like to draw, it really pushed me to do a lot of Halloween related art. So
Very
Yeah.
a lot of my own characters came from this.
Cool.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Beetlejuice art. That too. Yeah, I have all these original characters that really I never thought I would be able to post up, because I always think, like, if I'm making this original character, will anybody care? You know?
Mhm.
But thankfully, people are like really digging it, and especially at the spooky conventions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, am I in
Yeah.
this like orientation that you're seeing? So it's all Brady Bunch style?
Yeah.
That's you're up there.
Oh, nice. How's it going down there?
Oh, hi.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
it.
and one of my favorite things, it's like, it's so cool. Like, you've managed to like get so many people see your stuff. Like, you like in a short amount of time, especially with some of the spooky stuff, like the spooky pinup stuff in particular. It's like you'll see people like building cosplays of the stuff you draw like almost immediately, which is fucking nuts. It's so cool,
It is nuts considering that they had to make that from nothing,
right?
you know? And like, it's not like the designs I have are like something you can find at like Walmart either, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then like also it's a company with like a giant head or something of Sam, or or another character. I mean, it's cool because before I used to design like a new design for like Harley Quinn costume or
Yeah.
Poison Ivy and stuff.
Pumpkin
and, like,
Harley, so cute.
Yeah, and so it didn't surprise me when like cosplayers cosplay that. So to see it transfer over to the spooky community makes me feel really great that people are still like carry on the tradition of recreating my designs.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Yeah, like that one. There was like
Yeah.
3 of
Sam.
those. Yeah, there's 3 of those Sams. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, 3 of those Sam designs over at the last spooky show that we did.
Yeah, there were. Speaking of which, Adam and Jess FX are in the chat right now. Hi, Adam and Jess. they were telling me at Midsummer Scream while I was there that you are the reason why they made their own company. That they were yeah, they were talking to you and they were like, oh, we don't know if we should do this, and you were like, do it, you're great, you're awesome, you should keep doing it. And so they said that you were pretty much the
Pumping
reason.
people up is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah. I love that. But
By
yeah,
the way, do you know your beard is great?
oh, thanks.
What if that was like your superpower? Though, like anything you encourage someone to do, they do. That'd be amazing. Dino, your
Oh,
beard's
man.
great. Keep
That's
growing
a-
it. Never cut it ever. And then just like we see him in a month.
I couldn't help myself. I couldn't do it. I don't know
You
what
just
happened.
look like,
Abe
"No,
believed in
yes."
me.
He believed too hard.
I mean, I feel like I could that could be used for the power of good or evil. I could be like the Purple Man from what is it? What
Yes.
is it?
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
Oh,
and stuff. Yeah. People just do what I tell them to.
I
I
love
work for good, so I'm like, oh, eat your Flintstone vitamins.
brush your teeth twice a day.
Do your taxes on time.
Oh God, I really want to make a short of that superhero.
It's like Captain Accountability.
Captain Accountability. Oh, I love it so much.
I just picture his attire just being regular clothes and a Dracula cape. and eyeshadow, you know?
Just like cargo shorts and a t-shirt and then a Dracula cape. Oh God.
Just go to Old Navy and just choose anything off the rack.
The polo t-shirt and
But you still get a 30-second long montage scene of him putting it all on. That's a given.
Slow-mo, of course.
Yes.
I love these kind of videos where it like shows the process of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I mean, with technology now, the fact that you can like make part of it, then make some of it disappear so you can like draw it, like that is so fucking cool.
Layers are
Oh my
the
god,
jam.
everything's so easy.
Oh yeah, it's amazing what we can do now, and how many more tools artists have at their disposal, you know, to create what is in their head.
Before my cleavage. Got double cleavage now.
All the way.
That's a top Patreon tier. You guys
That's
gotta
right.
pay for.
Furries only. It didn't spark something. In you. It's one of those.
Did I arouse him in that drawing?
It's one of those things where like you don't want to know what that specific genre is like because you don't want that to be the thing you're into, kind of thing.
Yeah, but with that specific drawing, I do want to know if I successfully.
Yeah, like, was it effective? It's important.
Yeah.
If you're out there, strange furry man.
Hopefully, he's still busy with that drawing. Not busy
that good.
in that drawing. You know what I mean?
It was so good,
so
you ruined his life.
Yeah. So back to the time lapse thing.
Yeah.
Normally, like, I've always wanted to do that. Like, I wanted to capture the process of my drawings and everything. But before, like, there wasn't like, you know, an iPad and Procreate that you can just like press a button and say, yeah, export video. That's how it is now.
Yeah.
But before, like, I had to download a program for my laptop to do like little time to like record everything, and then or if I'm actually drawing, I gotta get a camera. I gotta get one of those cranes that like hook onto your cable and stuff. It was just the process. Thankfully now, super easy, super duper easy. And I like doing it now too because a lot of the times whenever I'm at the conventions, a lot of people like come up to my table and like I like after they choose to want to buy, I sign it and they go, "Wait, you drew these?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yes.
You drew all these? I'm like, yeah.
What do you think I'm
And
doing
it's
here?
just weird. Yeah, and it's weird because like I don't know. At Comic Cons, usually like the artist is in front is the one that's at the table and stuff. But I guess like at spook conventions, I guess a lot of
They have like
times,
representatives.
like yeah, representatives, or like they'll actually like pay another artist to like draw their product kind of thing. So I guess that's the usual norm, I guess. And it's just me going like, in your face, I'm doing it, you know.
Yeah, that was really cool when we got our prints at your booth this last weekend, and you like turn it over and did like a little sketch really quick. I was like, what? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, in your face, Dino, I did this.
Yeah. Just in case you were wondering.
Yeah. I did it with my non-dominant hand too.
Ooh. That's awesome. Yeah, it impressed me, and I already knew you were the artist, so it still was impressive.
Man.
Because I said so over there.
Would you rather be asked, you drew this, or what brush do you use?
Oh my goodness. At $1. I actually don't mind those questions. Yeah, because like usually, like hopefully they were like reciprocate and go like, actually, I use this. You know, you should try it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm terrible, and I actually just use like a lot of default brushes. I don't know if that makes me look like a monster or talented or just or cheap.
Yeah.
Because you got to pay for brushes.
I mean, you do what you got to do, you know.
Yeah.
People make art out of whatever they want. Trash doesn't matter.
I bought a lot of I bought a lot of brushes when I first got Procreate, and I don't use them. I still also use standard because most of the ones you buy, they don't do the cool like side shady thing that the basic ones do, like the ones that come with it.
I had no
Unless I'm doing it.
idea. Who did that? Yeah. Unless you're just constantly drawing at that specific angle all the time.
That's true. So what was the impetus of you getting into art in the first place? Like what got you started on this train?
It was my older brothers actually. I have two older brothers, and they both would be drawing like a lot of drawings. One of their drawings, things that really like attracted me, was one that my eldest one did. It was like this bear who had a Rambo bandana, and he was just standing there with like his army camouflage pants, and he had this giant gun. He was just like shooting bad guys and stuff. Now that I think about it, it could have been a potential furry back then. because that bear was ripped. And then yeah, and then so like I was like, you know what, this drawing thing sounds fun, I'll give it a go. And so I think one of the first drawings I drew was like a little tiny like Dracula with like the wood and everything, and of course got the teeth. And then I finally worked up the confidence to try and like emulate my brother's, or copy my brother's piece with a bear, this sexy bear with a giant gun, and and then I couldn't turn it off from there. It just like I was like already thinking about my future, like, all right, I guess I'm gonna be a comic book artist, or I'll be an animator. I'll do something with art. And so it just, I never got deterred with any other kind of profession with art.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
we're what was I gonna say? When was the last time you had like a regular 9-to-5, or like a typical job? Or do you still do that currently?
Nay, actually.
Yeah.
So the first non-art related job, or last non-art related job, was probably like 2002.
Wow.
When I was working at Disneyland.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was working at Disneyland Foods. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of ruined the magic for me, and I didn't go to Disney once. Probably because I'm always dealing with like hangry people and hangry tourists, you know.
Yeah.
And
I was at attractions at Disneyland.
I get the worst part of people. Oh, okay. So you just you count all day long, like the count.
Pretty much.
Like, 1, 2, you know.
I got to be a skipper, so that was the fun job. So
improving all day though. That's fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just talking. I talk all the time. I like talking. If you guys can't tell.
Yeah.
He does.
So wait, did you have to like? I have a question. Were you to like pitch what you're talking, what jokes you would be saying as your skipper before you take it on?
Well, it was we had a script of idea of basic jokes. It was, we called them jokes in their purest form. It was just set up and punchline, and so it was up to us to do the delivery and deal with it. So it gave a lot of free movement as long as you stayed within that framework. A lot of skippers just told whatever jokes they wanted to and hope they didn't get in trouble. But we did have rules on what we can't say and stuff like that. For the most part, we could venture out and do our own thing as long as we stayed within the theming of the ride and within the framework of the operating guide, the script, as it were.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's just it's the same jokes, but you just get new folks on. So all the same jokes plus new folks equals new jokes. So that's Ken Parks
out every time.
Yeah.
That does sound like a Ken Parks thing. That's awesome.
But so the last time you worked like a regular job was 2002. That's insane that you've been this long. You're surviving on just the art alone. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, like, well, the last 9-to-5 job was over at a video game company when I was doing storyboards over at Double Helix Games.
That's awesome.
I don't know that.
Trying to think what games we worked on over there. They did the Matrix game. They did a G.I. Joe game based off the movie. They did the Green Lantern game. Nice. With the Ryan Reynolds one. So, funny story about, or interesting story about that Green Lantern game. It was actually supposed to be a Justice League video game.
Really?
To coincide with the Justice League movie back then. This was before like Justice League Now. Before like the cast was completely different. I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling this. But the original director was supposed to be the Mad Max director.
Oh shit.
Oh,
good.
And yeah. Do you remember that scene in the Fury Road where like there's that one naked gal at the top of a tower to like lure people in as a trap? Yeah, and it turned out to be there's like old lady snipers all around, like covering her for anybody that passes by. So she was supposed to be Wonder Woman.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And I think, gosh, I can't try to remember the cast. I think they were gonna have the guy from Conjuring and Owlman. I think he was supposed to be
Patrick
Batman
Wilson
originally. Yes? Question mark. But there's this whole dispute going on, like whether or not they should use Superman and Batman in a Justice League movie, because during that time, Dark Knight had just come out.
Oh,
and then, and director was just like, I worked too hard, building up what Batman is right now for you guys to mess it up, And so they were going to start off the movie. Where it's in a world where Batman and Superman are just already dead, and it's just like the rest of the league.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I was just like, how does that work? And it was just like in good old like DC movie fashion. They just like jump straight to the emotions, without really like taking the steps in order to like build that up.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, like, Suicide Squad turned out really well, thanks to James Gunn.
Yes.
I see a bright future for them. That's probably like the only DC movie that I like really, really enjoyed.
Yeah.
For
those of you that haven't seen it,
it's a freaking hoot.
It's amazing, and right off the bat too, it really like makes you realize what kind of movie it's going to be,
Yeah,
and
it sets the tone real fast.
Yeah. It's so good. Not to get everything away, but it's oh good, it's good. I love that, all of us as creatives, our goal is to always make a living doing what we're doing, and it's so surprisingly rare to find somebody that's actually doing that. Like even that last 9 to 5, you were still doing art. Like it was not it was a 9 to 5, but it were still based around your art skills. It wasn't like you weren't selling
Yeah,
food out of a
it's
stand. At
definitely a
Disneyland.
blessing, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like I
so
see.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I didn't think this was possible.
Right.
Thankfully, we live in this world or country where we can actually do that. We don't where I can just like pick up a pencil and say, I'm gonna make money with you, or I'm gonna buy, or I'm gonna have a good lunch because of you. And it happens. Thankfully, we're allowed all these luxuries. Otherwise, I'm trying to think, like, what would I be doing though?
Yeah, what would you do if you weren't an artist?
Ooh.
I mean, I probably would go like gung ho for like Disney theme parks or something,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe therapist or something.
Oh, is that something that interests you?
Yeah, I like how the mind works. I like breaking things down the simplest form for like people to understand and everything.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, like I learned these things after the hurt, so
Right.
and so
Yeah.
but man, it is so fascinating to learn these things. But what about you guys?
Oh,
What would you get?
God.
The-
I wish I could do this for a living. Be a talk show host.
Mhm.
Like that'd be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I think in another life I was studying music education, so being a choral director would be a lot of fun. I was studying to be a teacher, and I don't think being a teacher would be good for me because I don't like school. But
Or kids.
I like kids. I do like kids, but just the whole dealing with like lesson planning and the district and getting funding for the choir and stuff. I was just like, I don't want to do any of that. I don't like
Yeah.
it does
I
not.
bet. What about Cucumber?
Let's see. Currently, I'm already, performing and doing all that stuff. I'd say if I wasn't performing, I would actually want to be an artist, to be honest. Because that was like my first love is I wanted to do animation. I took an animation class a long time ago before I took any other art class, so that was a mistake. But it was like I learned what I didn't know, and then I tried to backtrack and learn it, but then I had all these really bad habits that I'm still trying to break to this day. Because I was trying to cut corners, but I didn't know what corners I was cutting yet, kind of thing. Like it's-
Yeah.
it was fine. But yeah, I think that's something. Yeah, it's something that I'm actually trying to go back and relearn now. So I'm going back and like looking at anatomy books and line of action stuff. But yeah, I've always loved art, and I sort of, because of my lack of patience and being able to just sit down and do a thing. That's why I jumped to the sorts of art that I make now, because I can literally just get up and go do it instead of like having to focus. 'Cause focus is hard, y'all.
Especially for cucumber.
Yeah, so I think it's that or like a scientist or like a doctor or something. But
Physics always fascinated me.
Just broad scientist.
Yeah.
science me good. Yeah, like I was the kid who like always wanted like a science
As long as it comes, as long as it comes with a lab coat and an accent,
Yep.
you're good.
And
Test
an
tubes
accent.
and chemicals, nondescript chemicals. That's all I want.
What we see here is this experiment which I have done.
That's actually a good point. I basically just wanted to be Ludwig von Drake. That's it.
I love Ludwig von Drake. Nobody ever knows about him anymore.
That was a very hard. That's a very hard accent to do.
Yeah. Ludwig von Drake.
God.
not bad.
He has one of the best songs in Disney history too.
Oh,
he has a whole
Spectrum?
song about himself.
Oh yes. He does.
I am a genius,
What?
make no mistake. Ludwig van Drake, that's me. Oh, it's a good song.
It's a good fucking song. I agree.
Nobody knows it. It's a good song.
So, Abe, if you're still willing, if you'd like to show us off those drawing skills with some live drawing, are you still down?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So, for those of you in the chat, I hope my chat's been updating. Oh, hey, Wicked, how you doing? We are going to have an amazing opportunity to have Abe draw something fresh and new for you.
Woo-wee.
And in order to do that, we need your help. So we need some ideas from you. We need a character or a person or a type of character. We need a location where it's happening. and we need what's happening.
Yeah, and don't get greedy, chat. Each of you just type one of those things: a character, a
Yes.
place, or a thing.
Yes. Pick one of
It'll
those.
be a combo. It'll help us randomize. And that's true for you too, Volume. Get on it. Better
Yes.
type quick, kids.
Type quick, get some ideas. Give us a character. A type of character would be great because then we don't have to worry about licensing for anything.
Michi says cucumber, but as a furry.
Oh my god! Like a muscle meat.
Yes. Abs.
Oh my god.
I think
That
that's
one.
got to be.
That one.
All right, so we
that
got
one.
a person, I guess.
We got a cucumber.
we
If you
need-
could throw a
we need a
raccoon,
location.
in there, that'd be
And
great.
Chris says in a chemistry lab.
Perfect.
Okay.
Wait, he's not one already.
No,
'Cause
I'm a
he's-
felty. Thank you very much.
Oh.
It's different. It's different. So
Mm.
we got cucumber as a furry in a chemistry lab. Maybe
Oh boy, something we can all hate.
maybe he's doing something with raccoon. Because Adam just put a raccoon in the.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh, I was hearing raccoon from Dragon Ball.
Oh,
Ha, ha.
raccoon! That's funny. I appreciate that.
Nerds.
Hardliner says Grogu and an Ewok dressed as the Blues Brothers in front of a building.
What'd I say about getting greedy?
Did you expect less?
No, I didn't. I'm proud. Know what you want.
Oh,
kids.
Mitchie says, creating Rocket Raccoon. So, like, maybe
So me in a
Cucumber as
chemistry
furry
lab.
in a chemistry lab
making a
creating
rocket.
is some sort of raccoon experiment.
I see.
Safely
okay.
and humanely, of course.
Yeah.
Consent, always have consent. So while you're drawing, what's your process? Like, what do you think about when you're getting ready to do a piece for the first time, especially something from your own head?
Well, right now, I noticed that a piece, of course, is easier to do when I can already picture it in my head. If it's all like I plainly see it, it'll take me. I can do it quite quickly.
Mhm.
But if it's just the idea, I'll take forever doing it until like I can find the right angle, I can find the right pose and everything. Yeah, so it helps if that visual is there. This is very helpful to have like cucumbers
Cucumber.
standing there. Can you flex for
do you
me?
mean to pose?
Cucumber?
Do you mean to... Ooh.
Over the shoulder. Mitchie says, we got one chance to get a custom art piece and we've chosen furry cucumber art.
Who's we? That was all you. That was your choice, Minji. You did this to yourself.
Yes. Oh my god.
So how was Midsummer Scream though?
Oh, it was fun. Yeah, I guess I didn't really share that. I went to Midsummer Scream Awaken the Spirits convention this weekend, where I met Abe for the first time. Danny was like, Abe's gonna be there, so
Yeah.
introduce yourself. And I was like, okay, great, and I did. And it was a lot of fun. It was so nice seeing you and meeting you and
Oh!
Jerry.
I had a friend who went, and I'm gonna yell at her if she didn't say hi. But I had a friend, she was dressed as Chucky, and she was there with her husband, and I told her to go say hi to you and to Adam and Jess. Did she do it? Adam and Jess?
Oh.
And Abe. Did she do it?
Wow, there's so many Chucky cosplayers, so possibly, actually.
All right.
It was surprisingly crowded in that convention center.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
she
I mean,
basically
I feel
looked like
they
that.
still-
Like, she basically looked like that version you drew, more or less.
that's
Oh,
lovely.
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, but the convention was cool. It was nice seeing all the vendors out. There wasn't a lot going on because it was just vendors, so it wasn't like a full convention.
Yeah.
There were some panels,
Yeah,
but
because
yeah.
Yeah, normally, for those of you that don't know, Midsummer Scream, they usually have that show in July, middle of summer.
Mhm.
And then half the hall is dedicated to little Halloween haunted houses that you can walk through. And then half the hall is dedicated, the other half is dedicated to spooky vendors and everything.
Yeah. And the scare floor is a lot of fun too, because there's like a bunch of little mini mazes that you can go through. A lot of like lower exposure haunts get booths and stuff. So like places that you normally wouldn't go to all the time will have like a cool
Yeah.
haunted house there or something.
Mm-hmm.
and they'll
Have
have
you guys done the backyard haunts in Burbank before?
No.
I grew up in Burbank, but I've never been to those before.
I gotta go.
They're pretty top notch.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, and then
Gotta
but
go.
the thing is, though, the lines there, like they go around the block.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, but I was like, wow, good for those guys.
Yeah, I know. I've been to some really good ones before. I remember when I was in 5th grade, I went to Toluca Lake to trick or treat out there, and it was a great. We went to Bob Hope's house. And oh fuck! Look at that! It's so good. I love that so much.
You say Toluca Lake, right?
Yeah, Toluca Lake. We went to Bob Hope's house to trick or treat, and actually my friend was
Holy
dressed
cow.
like Chucky.
Uh-huh.
And he had their friend was the head of makeup for the Lion King the musical.
Oh, wow.
That was in LA at the time,
What?
and so they did a full on prosthetic thing with his cheek and string coming out and staples in his face as a 5th grader,
Mhm.
and a cool knife that was spray painted to look platinum-y and metallic. And he scared the shit out of me when I saw him in the car. I was like, "What the fuck?" But as a 5th grader, so I was like, "Ah."
By 5th grade, my
Still
3rd grade,
a
my
four.
mouth was already foul. So I'm just behind the times,
That's fair, apparently. But yeah, it was really cool. But there was this one house that had built a pirate ship in front of it, and they did a live musical show.
Moly.
Whoa.
Yeah, with lighting and sound. They had a booth across the street. It was incredible. Spider-Man was in it.
What?
Yeah, it was weird. It was like pirates and Spider-Man, and I can't remember what else.
I like how historically accurate it is too.
Yeah. I mean, it was like the year was the year 2000. When did Spider-Man come out?
Yeah, that's about then, right?
2002.
Mm.
So it was coming out.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was the year. Maybe it was No, it was definitely 5th grade. Anyways, that was the year we also got Sarah Michelle Gellar's autograph,
Oh, fun.
because
Aw.
we were at Freddie Prinze Jr.'s mom's house.
Man, all these names that you're throwing out is like take me back. to
I
that
know.
time.
Yeah, we were walking up the street, and we saw in the window some guy putting on an Elvis wig and some lady helping him put it on. And we knocked on the door, and Sarah Michelle Gellar opened up the door, and we're like, "Trick or treat." and she was like, "Oh yeah, sure. Oh, you guys look great." And we're like, "Oh, thank you." And we walked away, we were like, "What the fuck is happening?" and then we were like, what
we
do
were
do?
in an episode of Buffy right now.
Yeah, and we freaked out. We're like, "What do we do? We gotta talk to her. We gotta say something." And we're like, we went back. We're like, "We'll trade all our candy for an autograph."
Did you really?
Yeah. And she was like, "No, don't worry about it. We'll give you guys autographs."
Oh my god!
And so she turns, she's like, "Freddie, can you get me a piece of paper and pencil and pen or something?" And she's like, "Sure." And then Elvis comes around the corner, and that was Freddie Prinze Jr. And we didn't give a shit about him. We didn't ask him for his autograph, nothing. We were just like, "Sarah Michelle Gellar's right here. Fuck you, man." That was funny. Looking back, I'm like, why didn't I get his autograph too? I don't know why.
That's amazing.
We were just 10-year-old boys that are obsessed with a girl. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Buffy. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
It's a solid choice. And then they got to be in Star
That's
Wars
pretty rad.
together.
They
It's
did.
adorable.
Adorable.
Oh, it's funny. Like, I have a lot of friends out of state. They ask me all these typical Hollywood questions, like, "Oh, how often do you run into celebrities out there?" In my initial response is like, "No, not that often at all." But then we actually do more than the average person on an average basis. Like going to the Grove.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna get some macaroni and cheese, and you're just gonna run into multiple celebrities at that point. But then we're kind of desensitized by it so much.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like working at Disneyland too. You run into lots of celebrities, and you've got to just treat them like normal people because they're just guests at Disneyland, you know. So it becomes oh yeah, there's another A-list celebrity that
I would
just
usually
walked by
not
me.
realize it until they would walk away because you're just you're in that customer service zone, and then you're like, "Oh
you
shit,
don't
that
see
was Billy
faces.
Crystal." Well, shit.
Yeah.
Well, bye.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
I was talking to my friend. I was working at Indiana Jones, and I was walking up the exit to go outside, and one of my friends who worked in guest relations was walking with their guests, and I wasn't paying attention to their guests because I usually try not to focus on that. And so I was talking with my friend, and we were talking about, I was like, how's your day going? Everything's great. And he's like, I was like, where are you guys going next? And he turned and he's like, where are we gonna go next? And Jack Black turned his head and says, oh, I think we want to go. And I was like, what the fuck? He was walking with him for like a good 100 feet, and I didn't even notice he was there. I'm like, how do I miss
Oh
Jack
my
Black?
god. I just hope that like Jack Black is like always like his 110% all the time.
He was actually pretty chill.
Yeah,
He was, but he was wearing like a t-shirt with a big wolf and a moon on it. Like it was like definitely Jack Black. Like he was comfortable. He wasn't trying to, show off or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. It was a good time.
Right now, I'm doing the worst part of a drawing. And
What's the worst part?
Adhering to the rules of a perspective.
I mean, you could have totally not done that, and we wouldn't have given a shit. But
That's right.
But you are a quintessential artist.
Unfortunately, a cucumber here knows of perspective too. So
I have heard tell of
out.
this perspective.
I haven't. I see everything in 2 dimensions.
Yeah. So what's the plan for Halloween, guys? What are you guys up to?
Oh fuck.
Ooh-wee. I don't know. Probably watch Dune for the 20th time by that point.
When does it come out again? October
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going to see Scott Klopfenstein, who we had on the show from Yo Big Fish. He's doing a Halloween concert at Chain Reaction on the 29th.
Fun.
Oh.
Yeah. I saw him for the first time this weekend.
Wow.
Also, I went to his concert on Friday.
Yeah, I haven't done anything good and spooky in a while. I used to always go to West Hollywood for Halloween, and that is a hoot. If you're ever in town, go.
That is wild to see on the news, man.
Yeah, it's
That is
crazy.
Wild.
It's worth it though. It's still to this day the best costumes I've ever seen in my life were in West Hollywood. I saw this Wicked Witch of the West, like head to toe, like I mean, inspired by the film, obviously, but there's so much more detail because she's like, oh, I'm going to be seeing in real time with people. So it's just like the dress was like individually like sequined and beaded. The hourglass was made from scratch and it was like the size of a small child. Like her broom was bossed, like everything. The detail was so good.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
I love people get really creative and ambitious with their costumes out there. Like I like things that I wouldn't think of, like my brother showed me a photo of this one person, and he was just wearing all black and had like yellow lines on him. I was like, "What is that supposed to be?" He's a freeway. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
He's a freeway.
Yeah.
He's the 405.
Yeah.
Vicky
Can you tell by
knows.
all the cars not going anywhere?
Vicky says, I used to live in LA, lived in NoHo. WeHo Halloween is crazy. Yes, it is. There's also there was a Tina Turner, a fella dressed as Tina Turner who was doing like a drag show, but he like was wheeling his stage like down the street and would just like set up in different spaces and then like do a full show, like fold it up, wheel it to the next place, unfold it, and then do it again with like lighting and everything, like a sound system. It was so good.
Oh my god!
Like a traveling magician.
Yeah, it was so dope.
Yeah.
That's so fucking
Somebody
awesome.
with a miracle.
Yeah. So what about you? What are you doing for Halloween?
Oh my gosh. Well, since we're all deprived of Halloween things last year, I'm gonna Halloween it up by trying to go to as many haunted houses and Halloween experiences as possible.
Sweet.
Like Not Scary Farm, Halloween Horror Nights. Gonna try and make my way to Orlando to do Horror Nights because for some reason their Horror Nights over there is like 50 times better than ours.
That's what I hear.
Ooh, I didn't know.
Yeah, like I don't know if you've seen the photos, but right now they're doing like a haunted house based off of like Haunting on Hill House, the Netflix show. And they do comparison photos of the front facades of each of them, like the one from here and over there. Over here, it's just like a flat backdrop that was like printed, and then over there they make the freaking house. Like the front facade is the house.
Yeah, I don't want to speak ill of people on the air, but I've heard that the guy who's in charge of it down here isn't as thorough and He has like a passion project every year, and that's what he focuses on, and everything else is kind of just filling in. And so I don't know his name. I'm not going to say his name if I did know it.
Yeah.
But
I know his name, but I also won't say his name.
Yeah. So I've heard things like that about him. So it's unfortunate, but I've heard the same thing, that Orlando goes like full out everything. They also have more space to do things as well.
Yeah, I imagine their shop's
Absolutely.
probably smaller too. Because like I remember I got to work hunt, and it was like every year it's like they're set up in a different area in the property, because it's like there's always some sort of construction going on at Universal. So it's like, all right, this year you're in a parking garage, right? This year you're in a parking lot. This year you're down on the hill. Next year you're up on the top of the hill. Like,
Yeah.
so they just don't really have room for a home base to do stuff like that, really.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Man.
But
oh, fun fact! I used to be a not scary farm monster.
Hey!
Which maze were you in, or on which streets were you in?
I was in Cornstalkers. It was a
Wait,
haunted farm.
what year? Abe, you might have scared
gosh.
me. That makes me so
Oh
happy.
my gosh!
I
This
remember
was
Cornstalkers.
2012, maybe?
Yup, I think I was there. Pretty sure.
Oh my gosh!
That's so funny.
And then I was in Trick or Treat on 2013, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
I went to Trick. I wasn't.
Yeah,
I didn't see it in 2013, but I saw Trick or Treat the last year. I think it was here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that maze is like my favorite.
It's so
the way
good, and then they ruined it.
incorporated to it. Yeah. It's not even there anymore.
Yeah, they made lights out, and it was fine.
It's a good gimmick, though. I
Yeah,
think it's
it
something
was-
they should
if they could
revisit.
make it work. I was hoping that it would work. I don't know how well it worked, but I was hoping that it would work more like by location too, and like making
Oh,
sure,
like RFID, like
Mhm.
you pass a threshold, it causes
Yeah.
this pattern in the light. That kind
and
of
that the scares were like
Yeah.
timed with things too.
Mhm.
You know, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I
Gotta
mean, you
love
can
the
only do so
experiment.
much with that
Ooh.
maze, and
You ever do Dark Harbor, Abe?
I like that.
Yeah, that one was actually a lot of fun. I love
Yeah.
how because before they used to just do random themed haunts over there. They're like, ooh, scary clowns because Ronald McDonald's is scary. And then now, like, I felt like recently, the last, like, I want to say 6 years or so, they decided to base their ghosts off of the ghosts that have been spotted
Mhm.
over on the Queen Mary ship. And I absolutely love that. So when you're like walking by one of the mazes, I was just walking by one of the rooms. All of a sudden, there's this like flapper-looking girl just spinning in circles, but she's dressed up, you know, all like gauntly and like scary looking.
Mhm.
And all she's doing is spinning in circles, but it was just haunting just to be in the setting of the Queen Mary, and she's just like dancing around and everything. And then there's one where we're walking by the pool, and you look down on the indoor pool, and there's this little girl just like skipping along the edge, just humming, going la la
Scary
la,
Mary.
la, la.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
that was
Actually, one of our friends was one of those Scary Marys.
yes.
Delaney.
holy moly.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah,
super cool.
I love Dark Harbor because they don't follow the exact same patterns. Like if you go to horror nights, they all have the exact same flow of scare, like from room to room and all that stuff. It's like it's the same like formula. But I like Dark Harbor
Yeah.
because they're just like, we're just gonna get creative with it. We're gonna get weird. And like even the swamp one, it wasn't super scary, but it was like, what the hell? Sure, this is not what I expect, and I had no
Yeah.
idea what was coming. And the one
Yeah,
thing
I
that
haven't-
got me, man, was on the Queen Mary, when you cross the bridge over the propeller room, they had that drop pressure plate. Fucked me up. I was not prepared. I thought I was gonna die. I 100% thought I was gonna die. My heart was like in my
Yeah,
throat.
and wasn't there a room where they just put you in like a ball pit and you just gotta like trudge through it?
I didn't see that one. That's awesome.
Oh man. Okay. I think I'm done, guys.
Oh boy.
Oh, yay!
Okay. Okay, let's see.
Da-da-da.
Adjust.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god!
Accurate. And I'll have to remember this outfit for when I start my OnlyFans, which is a
Yes.
thing. It's a thing.
Yes, when we get to a certain point in our Patreon,
Mhm.
Cucumber's making an
Project
OnlyFans.
Rocket. Oh, he's so scared.
He's scared of your abs.
Thank you. It's not the abs I'm looking at. I
Mm.
got a gold star.
Oh man, that is amazing.
Look at that look.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
Yes.
Barta Blarney says, "Hey, look, Cucumber finally has legs."
He got legs.
I know.
Great, look at him. He got some
Oh my
gams. Look
God.
at that thigh power.
Look
Yes.
at those calves.
Rare.
Oh man.
Yeah, but look,
Yes.
I would say, look at me. I finally have shoulders. Like, that's awesome.
Yep.
I look like a boss.
Oh
Wow,
man.
this is a really fun one.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks, chat, for all
Thanks
that.
to chat. Yeah,
Um,
great.
Yes, send a copy of that to Cucumber. This
Oh yeah, I'll send you the video too,
Oh, sweet.
so
yeah.
you can see the process and everything.
that'd be great. We can post it on our Discord instead.
It's gonna be funny because you can see like my speed on it, and like you can see the areas that I'm like working the hardest on, and like, but it's all time lapse, of course, so it's going super fast. But then you'll see it'll slow down on like the crotch and ab area 'cause I'm working so hard
Yeah.
to make it so fine in detail.
Gotta get the bulge right. Gotta get the bulge
Yeah,
right.
gotta be gentle. You can't just rush through that.
Oh man, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Abe, for that. Wow, now we have some
Yeah,
weird
absolutely.
canon art now. Let's go.
Right.
Oh god.
Let's keep it going.
Okay. A whole universe where Cucumber
That's-
the Mad Chemist
yeah,
is.
that's- That's,
I'm
that's
for
the
that.
version of you that I see now. If ever I
mad
draw
ab
art
cam.
for the show, that's just how he's always going to look like.
Open lab coat, Speedo, and
Or just Speedo.
just Speedo.
Opening bottles
Yeah.
with my abs.
God, gross. Well, I think a good way to end the show really quick
Yeah.
is a quick game. It's a quick way to introduce our friend, Dr. Know-It-All.
Dun, dun, dun.
So for those of you that don't know, including Abe, Dr. Know-It-All is our wonderful multi-headed expert of all things. And he is here to answer your question. Any questions you have, any advice you might have. So go ahead in the chat, ask Dr. Know-It-All some questions, and Dr. Know-It-All will answer your questions one head at a time and one word at a time until the answer has been given completely. You know what, Ryan? I'm going to have you moderate.
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds
that
good.
way we can have 3 people in here.
Yeah.
Since your head is not out here.
Okay. Sounds good.
So yeah. So today, Dr. Know-It-All's heads look like. Which way are you gonna go? Yeah, we'll go Abe, Cucumber, and Dino, me. And we're gonna go in that order. So we'll answer your questions, advice, one word at a time until an answer is complete. We'll try to throw in part of the question into the answer so you know what we're talking about, and then we will all bow when our answer is done.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
I may need a trial run.
Sure.
Yeah. The first one is always a trial run.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just answer. We're gonna answer one word at a time and make up sentences.
We got a couple on volume and we got a
Oh,
couple
okay.
on YouTubes.
Great. Let's
Mhm.
we got one for Mitchie here. Let's go with that one. Go ahead,
Mhm.
Ryan.
All right, perfect. So, Dr. Know-It-All, why is folding laundry the only part that never gets done?
Because
Laundry.
Is
fancy.
And
difficult.
Oh, we keep going.
Yeah, sure.
Around
noontime.
Laziness.
is
Powerful.
And
racist.
done.
And we back.
All right.
Lazy is powerful and racist.
I'll hop over to Discord. So we got a question from Vicky. Dr. Know-It-All,
Volume?
what? Yes, sorry, volume. Dr. Know-It-All, what is the best Halloween candy?
Ooh.
You can start with part of the question if you like to.
Mhm.
Okay. It
Is
Hard
And
gooey,
But
can
cause,
diarrhea.
everywhere
and
I
love.
Laffy Taffy.
Oh no. I don't want to ever try Laffy Taffy. Okay. Well, let's hop me back over to YouTube. Let's see. We've got a question from Flying Cows. Dr. Know-It-All, what is your favorite Halloween candy? No, wait. Did we?
It's the same question, just from two different people.
That's true.
That's true.
Ooh, that's funny.
We answered both your questions.
Yeah.
Did. Okay,
Eat it.
cool. So, Bart of Blarney, Dr. Know-It-All, what is Cucumber's workout regimen to get
Regimen.
Regime. It's an
Worship
army,
me!
an army of personal trainers.
to get those abs and legs?
What do you do? First,
Cucumber,
Devours
live
hatchlings,
before
sunrise
when
he
um
whatever comes to your
Ascends.
brain
sends.
when he sends
ascend
Ascends to
higher
altitudes
in
oh god, what is it? In tandem
with
squats.
then
uh then that he
yeah
Exercises.
numerous
Roombas
To
achieve
Gluteus
Maximus.
that was good. That was good.
Wonderful. All right.
Oh man.
I'll definitely try that one time. Let's see. Going back over to volume.
I could draw that first actually.
Chris Reed Brown 91 would like to know, Dr. Know-It-All, how should I address wedding planning?
Oh. Look
For
Guides
above
wedding.
planners.
Wow.
hiding
In
Plain
sight
present.
payment
in
Ruples.
or
Disney bucks. That's actually worth a
Non-redeemable.
lot.
non-redeemable. Then
Dance
With
friends.
we got one
works.
more.
One more.
One more. All right, so that is from Flying Cows now. We have Dr. Know-It-All. What Halloween costume will you wear this year?
Ooh.
Ooh.
um It.
Shall.
Be.
Based.
Upon.
My.
Abs.
And.
Scary.
G-string.
Scary G-string.
Codpiece.
Along.
With.
My.
Sensual.
Oh my gosh. Third.
Nipple.
Encircled.
Oh my gosh.
Breaking Abe.
Circle. Within.
Rhinestoned.
Donuts.
Oh my gosh. Between.
Whoa, between icing.
Oh no.
And.
You said between. You did this to yourself.
And raccoons.
Perfect.
Shut.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Know-It-All.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dr. Know-It-All. Abe, thank you so much for being here with us. This has been a
Oh,
blast.
thanks, guys. This
Yeah.
is great.
And we'll definitely have you in the studio sometime soon to hang out with us and do some more art and things and draw more of Cucumber's
Yeah.
abs.
And if you ever want to play like D&D
love
or
to,
something,
yeah.
hit me up.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. I've never played it before.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be a problem.
You want to come and play it on Wednesday?
Let's try it. Oh my gosh. I'm so
Yes.
nervous.
I'll
I'm
take
so
you all
nervous.
For the amps on volume.
Oh
Hey,
yes,
that's
thanks
for
for
the
the amps on
amps.
volume. I
It's
don't have
Chris
it up.
and Vicky.
Thank you so much for all that. But yeah, so if you haven't already in this hour that we've been talking, follow ArtistAbe at ArtistAbe on Instagram, and where else can they find you? Oh my God.
You can
Yes.
find me on you can find me on Instagram under ArtistAbe. You can find me on Facebook under ArtistAbe.
Just staring
And,
at Cucumber's abs and crotch for a while.
Right.
Ah!
Yeah.
Second
And, you
start
can
of the
find my Etsy
ride.
page under
straight
ArtistAbe.
on the
I hate you so much. Oh my God.
You did this, chat. You did this.
Yeah,
Yes,
you-
that's your fault.
That's your punishment. You have to look at it.
It's like rubbing a
Take
dog's nose in.
Take in my sensual G-string.
Oh God, where's the third nipple though? That's gotta be it.
I know. That's the fun part. You got to look at it.
Like Nick Cage's face.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so please follow ArtistAbe, and then from Instagram also, and everything you can find everything else he's doing. Support him if you go to conventions. Look for him. Look for his table, especially the spooky ones. Show him some love. Buy some stuff.
Yeah.
Commission things if you want, if you got time.
Yeah.
Woo.
But yes, we'll definitely have you on some more. It's nice to have you on this show.
Yay!
If you want to help support us as well, please join our Patreon.
Dun, 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 dun. If anything you saw this morning, you think was worth at least $1, please consider joining our Patreon.
There it is.
For as little as $1. Whoa, you're buried up there.
I wasn't ready.
You're gonna crush him to death with the title. For as little as $1, our Patreon tiers are, they're around. Ooh, wee, wee, wee. Yeah, so we got $1, but if you go up for tiers 3 and above, you get yourself an exclusive enamel pin that you can find right here. Looks just like this. And for every 3 consecutive months, you'll get a brand new pin mailed directly to you. You also gives you some access to some behind the scenes stuff. We've got a talkback show for Tuesday's game. And yeah, it's lots of fun. And it helps us keep the lights on, pay the rent, do all that good stuff. So we really appreciate any support you can send our way. But mostly, Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for asking questions. And yeah, definitely go check out Abe everywheres. He's awesome.
ArtistAbe.
Super nice. Go say hi to him if you see him at a
Thanks for
con.
having me, guys.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
And
Dick
Dick
Sword,
Sword.
everybody.
Sorry.
Dick Sword.
every time. Actually, that's another art idea for you. You can...
Oh, okay.
You gotta pay now. You gotta
Maybe
pay
that-
now.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe that sexy cucumber is weapon of choice.
Yes.
A dick sword. Yes,
What
absolutely.
is this turning into, guys?
We're having our own
What
universe.
have we done to this gentle soul? All right, everybody. Thank you so much, and we will catch you next time. Oh, wait. Don't go anywhere. We got 2 more things happening for you today.
Yes.
Today, this afternoon, at 2 p.m. Pacific time on D&D Beyond's website, I'm guesting on Whose Turn Is It Anyway? So we're all going to roll up some random characters that we've never seen before and just play a session of D&D. So it's going to be me, Joe Starr, Daniel Radford, Amy Vorpal, and a whole bunch of other cool tabletop RPG peoples. And they're super, super fun. So that'll be good. And then later tonight, we are premiering Marapas Colony, a Teens in Space tabletop RPG. And all that info is also posted. That's going to be 7:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time.
Yes.
I got it right.
Yes, you
I
did.
got it right today,
You did
Dino.
it.
And that's what's happening.
And tomorrow,
Tomorrow, we're starting a new campaign for our Friday night special. We'll be starting a 4-week show called Birds of a Feather Heist Together, as we all play Arakocra pirates flying through the skies and robbing people of their precious items.
it's gonna be great.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. So join us, and again, follow Abe, show him love because we love him.
Yeah.
So and support Elvira behind him as well. Creepily leaning off to the side.
And the
Thank
twin.
yeah. Ooh. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, Volume. Thank you, YouTube, and we'll see you all next week.
Yay.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hi, guys.
Dun, 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 dun.